All right, it's a beautiful day here, Northwest Washington State. Very nice, very nice. Birds are out. But I'll show you what I've done on the Model T. And yeah, so we'll do that. Took the gas tank out. It was amazing that 100-year-old bolts, the nuts came right off. Here's the tank. It's pretty bad shape. I think it's full of, I don't know, mouse nest or something, full of dirt. So I got the cowl section upside down, and my job here is to fix this section. I won't be fixing the sheet metal yet, but the inner frame right here, it wants to hinge. There's not much strength to it. That's down. There's anyway, I think what I'm going to do is make a plate. Goes here to there on the inside, and it'll be this height. So when we go to do the sheet metal, I'll have something to go off of. And then this here has been lost its strength. So yeah. Hey, I was amazed that gas tank bolts, they came right out. That was amazing. This side's not as bad. It's pretty good right through here. Where the other one is not so much. It wants to hinge. So this side I'm not going to touch. I think it'll be good enough for now. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Right there. And there's the chassis. All right, let me show you what I've done. Let me show you what I got going. Okay, so this edge is 2.5 inches from the bottom of that channel. So when it's done, it's like even with that. And then this lip here needs to roll over the top of it. So I'm going to grind some of that out of there. This has got to come up even with this, and pretty much even with that. And then we'll cut a new piece eventually. It'll hook in here. That's not a, there you go. Yeah, oh, there you go. We'll trim this back to a nice material. Hook in there, go down and roll over that lip there. But today we need to get the subframe strengthened, because once the subframe's strengthened and cleaned up a bit, then I'll be able to mount it up here on the frame. And then once I get that, I got to build a subframe for the rear quarters. On this coupe body, I'm going to use this cowl and the rear quarters and part of the door skins. Other than that, I won't be using anything else. This is coming out. Actually, I might use this ridge here on the top. We'll have to look at it. Yeah, I'll need to make a new piece here. So after the subframe is done, I'll start working on this top rail. And I think the first piece I'll make is right here, from that point to over there. and then that'll be the top edge. Then I'll go down to a certain, and then I'll go across. Now on the coupe, the trunk lid went all the way up in here somewhere. But on this coupster, I'm going to make a panel right here that goes across. I don't have a deck lid, so I'll need to make one anyway. So that's where I'm at. So right now it wants to hinge right here, so I'm trying to get rid of that hinge. I might even stick a piece of tubing down in there or something in there. All right, let's go look at that thing. Let's go see what we got. Okay, now we got a ridge up here. But this piece here will come along and fold over. So welded this 100-year-old steel to this, I don't know, 6-month steel. So now I think I got this straightened out. It was bent. Yeah, it's kind of flat with this, and it's flat with this one over here. And if you look at it, this piece here is down and bent a bit, so I need to bring that up. I think what's happened is right in here where it's all broken, it's flexed and bent up that way. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I think I got a little bit of a weld there. This needs to weld onto there. I think I'll wait till I get that straightened. So I think I'll work on that next. Maybe I'll flip it over and try to bend that. Alrighty, let me show you what I've got done here. Not finished with this area, but it's finished enough to start mounting on the frame. Okay, so this little puppy, I put a spacer in there and welded it against there. Welded that up there. Welded that on there. So this front, so now all this is good, but up top is in bad shape. See that big hole there? So what I'm going to do is flip this over, put it on the frame, and then eventually, maybe not right off, but see this piece here all rusted out? Cut that out, and then I'll repair that. So I'll make a U-shaped piece there, there, and then in there. So, but I got a foundation for it now. So this is nice and square with the rest of it, and it's not floppy. So I'll set that back up on the car, and then I'll probably ignore this for now. And I'm going to move on to the back here and make a subframe for the rear quarters. Alrighty, show you the progress. I know it doesn't look like much, but this side's been sturdy the whole time. That side has not. Now, this side is sturdy. Okay, there we go, shake it around. So yeah, so you can see this better now. I'll cut the top of this off, replace that. So there we go. Very nice, very nice. Very nice. Okay. All right, I think I'll take a break. And I think the next step is right there. Hook the back of this to the bottom here. Okay. I do have the fan going today. It's got 80 degrees outside. And we call that warm around here. All right, the rain is back. It's overcast and rainy today. We got some drips, things dripping out. And show you what I've done here. So I've extended the rear of the subframe, hooked it into with this 1 1/4 square piece of tubing, welded it in here, and still I'm gonna also hook it down there, make that stronger. But that, now I have an edge to hook the body panel on, and then trim this on the back. And now I need to figure out the height. So the whole bottom of this body is missing. It rusted away. So here's I think that's about the stock level of the bottom of the body, but it's all gone. So what I'm going to do is figure out a height that makes sense. It's going to be about 2.5 inches lower than it was, because the whole 2.5 inches of the bottom is gone. Before I do that, I think I'm going to unhook this there and over there, and then I'll have 3 pieces of the 2 quarters and then this, because the quarters are in really bad shape, and that way I could individually work on the quarter. I could straighten things out that are really in bad shape. So I think that's what I'll do. So I'm going to unhook it there, and then I could beat on each panel on the bench. All right, I think I'm going to wrap this up here. I got some of the subframe done. Got this welded in there, and this bar will hook to it. And then I'll have another bar in here somewhere going across. And figured before I started welding these panels on, I should work on them. They're in bad shape. So up here on the table, I'll be able to straighten out a little better. They're in really bad shape. So really bad. All right, so I'm gonna leave this right here. Till next time. Bye-bye.